Well, let's cross over now to the airport here in Lagos, the Murtala Mohammed International Airport. We have our correspondent, our reporter standing by, Ayomide Ajegbe. Ayomide, talk to us about the level of compliance. You know, in the report we had earlier, I saw Morayo talking about, that's our MD for TVC Entertainment, talking about, you know, the fact that she couldn't even fly. And what's the level of compliance, and then what are you hearing from passengers?
All right, I can tell you, Precious, that the situation is the same here at the local wing of the Murtala Airport. You can see behind me, the DJ has been blasting since 7 a.m. The place has been under lock and key. Workers could not even go in, even if you say you want to go to your office to work. And passengers have been here left stranded. I can tell you that a lot of those people are still here even after 4 hours, 5 hours, hoping that something is going to happen. I've got one of the passengers here with me, and I want to ask him, sir, this situation, how long have you been around?
Since 5:45.
5:45 a.m.?
Yes.
Your flight is scheduled for what time?
7:15.
7:15. So what exactly have you met on ground, and what are you hoping for?
Well, I'm hoping that today, the president himself, being a listening president, should step into it. Because the situation on the ground now is beyond the minister and his negotiating team. Let the president himself step into it, and let us move forward.
All right. The airlines, how, you know, we in a country like this, we've always find it difficult to refund when situations comes like this. Yes. How is this going to be for you?
Now, it depends on the length of time that this strike will last. If the strike is within 48 hours, they should reschedule. But if it goes beyond 48 hours, there's no other option than to refund. Because most intending travelers would have sought themselves out, taking alternative routes or alternative means to get to their destination.
But you and I agree with me that it's always an Herculean task for airlines to refund monies for their passengers. That's the situation, the reality we find ourselves at the local wing of the Murtala Mohammed Airport today. It's been a kind of a topsy-turvy situation since morning. A lot of them
just allow me to put you on hold. We want to quickly get reports from Abuja and Kaduna. Let me bring in, we have our reporters in Kaduna and Abuja. Joke Adisa is standing by for us in Abuja, and Lupe Asom is in Kaduna. Let me start with Joke. Joke, give us update, because you have been following this negotiation between the federal government and Labour. Give us update on that, and then, you know, the level of compliance as well in Abuja.
Yes, the update as you can. Yesterday night, where the National Assembly leadership tried to intervene, but they were able to achieve that, going by the outcome of that meeting. But as from on the streets roving, and right now we are in Wuse 2, where the popular Barnex Plaza is located, where you have a private pens. So it's a behalf of activities here. If you look at across government agencies, earlier we were at the Court of Appeal, we were at the Federal Assembly and the Federal Secretariat, and it was total compliance. But coming here, where you it's a different ball game. People are going about their day-to-day businesses. Those also forget that there are people, market women, traders, who cannot eat, except of course they go out on a daily basis. So those, I would say, those who see reason behind the NLC TVC strike. But by and large, here, as far as here is concerned, we saw across the city centers, where you have a large chunk of government agencies.
All right, let's get to Lupe. Joke, we'll come back to you. Lupe, also give us update on the level of compliance in Kaduna, and what you're hearing from the workers, you know, how they feel about the negotiation process and the ideal minimum wage.
Good afternoon, Precious. Well, we went to a couple of organizations this morning to monitor the level of compliance. We visited Kaduna State University. The university has been shut down. Students, final year students who are writing their exams, they were prevented from gaining access into the school. Of course, that exam is not taking place this morning. So they were just outside the gate of the school. We also visited the state secretariat where activities have been completely grounded. We have the health department, transport department, agri department, everything has been shut down. But then we also visited the state secretariat of the Nigerian Labour Congress here in
Lupe, are you still there? All right, we'll get back to Lupe as well. Let's get to Rivers State. Our correspondent, our reporter rather, Uche Okoro is standing by. Uche, what's the situation report in Rivers State?
Port Harcourt, currently the Secretariat complex is under lock and key. Workers are not on ground or haven't reported for duty this morning as a result of the indefinite strike. I have behind me labor leaders who have been here since daybreak to enforce compliance with the directive calling for this indefinite strike. So I'll just speak to one of their leaders here who will tell me his impression of the exercise so far in Port Harcourt. Good morning to you, sir. Can you just introduce yourself?
Good morning. My name is Comrade Chukwuka Richman Osuma. I am the State Chairman, Nigeria Civil Service Union, Rivers State Council.
All right, thank you. Now, this is day one of your indefinite strike. So far, so good, or what's your assessment?
Well, I can tell you that the strike in Rivers State, the indefinite strike, is 100% fully in compliance. And I want to appreciate Rivers State workers for also understanding with labor and knowing that the fight labor is fighting is not an individual fight, but a fight for all, for common Nigerians to have a living wage in this country.
All right, now, don't you think labor is asking for too much?
No, not at all. If a vehicle can be bought for an official vehicle can be bought for a senator at the cost of $150,000, convert it to naira, just an official vehicle, then you are offering a civil servant who has families of over 5 and 6 children, a patronage sum of 45,000 naira, 60,000 naira, which even their dog at the end of the day consumes a day. It's an insult to Nigerian workers. I can tell you that Nigerian workers deserve better living wage. Like the president, when he came on board, he told us he's going to give Nigerian workers a living wage. And we are surprised that instead of doing that, he's concentrated himself in changing the national anthem, who has nothing to contribute to Nigeria. He should think well.
Okay, now, as far as this indefinite strike is concerned, does labor, just one word, just one sentence, does labor have the cooperation of workers?
Yes, very well. The workers, as you can see, the workers cooperated with labor. The state secretariat is under lock and key. When workers came, we asked them to go back home and understand.
All right, thank you so much. I know there's a lot to say.
Yes,
I will continue to monitor the situation. You've said that the labor will continue to be on ground here to ensure that no work takes place here until the action is called off. All right, so that's the situation from the Rivers State Secretariat complex here in Port Harcourt.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Uche, for that update. We'll continue to monitor the situation across the country, the level of compliance and development around the strike.